Tutorials by Andrew Buckle. In this tutorial I'm just going to show you how you can create a sort of stroke design, but not using strokes, using custom shapes, but instead just using fills. So it's going to look like it. Obviously with these you can only do it with certain designs, so it's like a circle or square. So here's actual custom shape. Just going to use it as a shape, and I'm just going to add, obviously with just black initially, and I'm just going to create a circle. And now what I can do is actually just go to layer and duplicate layer. Nice if this layer, this actual dialogue wasn't appearing, it didn't appear. If you could actually just create them without actually having that, that'd be really great. Unfortunately you can't. So then edit and scale. So what I want to do now is actually set a scale for that, and I'm going to go for say 90%. We'll set it 90%. Yep, 90%. Click OK. Right, so I've actually done that. Now what I can do, I can actually just say layer, duplicate layer again, comes up with dialogue again, and transform path. And again, I can just do the transform again option, which is nice. So now duplicate layer, click OK, and transform layer again, and final one, just layer, duplicate layer, OK. Transform path again. Okay, so they've all been now. So you've got, unfortunately, as they're all black, you can't see anything. So I'm going to leave the bottom one as black. So that next one, I'm just going to change the color. Now to change the color, just go over here to the custom shape tool. Just going to use that, and you'll see you've got an option for the fill. So I'm just going to go for green. I go for a blue, I think. Go for another one. I'm just going to go for yellow. And I'm going to go for another one, red. Okay, so I've actually then got this design. Like I say, it looks very similar to done previous videos where you can select all the design, and I'm just going to turn that into a smart object. So next thing to do, layer and smart objects. Now I said you can't actually use obviously anything other than circles or squares and things, but of course once you've actually got this design, you can actually then modify that using various transform tools like distort, but also things like warp. So you can actually just go to the warp and just using the custom option, or you could use obviously various presets that are available. You can actually just modify the contour and just create all kinds of fairly unusual shapes just by using that tool. Obviously you don't want to crunch in, otherwise you end up losing the actual contour. So you can actually squeeze it only so far. So again, squeeze that, and then again modify in the center, distort that out. So there's all kinds of unusual, weird and distorted shapes you can actually create. And of course once you've actually done that, you can also use other tools because it's still a smart object, and you can just go to edit and like perspective warp or puppet warp. So I'm just going to go for perspective. So I'll just quickly add a couple of layouts. So I'm just going to, and just obviously to a certain degree, this contour design, you can make it all over the place. So distort that out. I've actually made a slight distort. Anyway, that's basically what you can do. You can warp and distort in numerous ways to create all kinds of contoured and again like stroke-like designs in Photoshop. Hope you found this of interest. Thank you very much.